Content warning. This video explores a programme that aims to prevent violence against women and girls. A core principle of the Coaching Boys into Men programme is open conversations to create a safer future. Some topics may be distressing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Jesse Mahler.
My name's Nicole Devlin.
My name's Jack Shellon.
My name's Gordy.
I'm Carter.
My name's Adam Hodgen.
I'm Kaya Tafuma.
I'm Alex Bryant.
I'm Mark Parker.
Last year, we had the honor of hosting Nicole Devlin as a part of the Churchill Fellowship of the Coaching Boys into Men program, which has had a meaningful impact in the lives of young men over the last 20 years. The program, which has an evidence base in building healthy relationships and promoting nonviolence through the power of sports and coaching, has also been implemented in over a dozen countries around the world. And we'd be so excited and grateful for Northern Ireland to join that movement in promoting the program's messages of respect, integrity, and nonviolence. We're so excited to see where you all can go from here and are here in support, partnership, and collaboration.
So Coaching Boys into Men is a 12-week programme and it covers 12 different issues on healthy relationships, consent, mental health. It addresses homophobia and racism. It covers a wide range of different topics on important issues and has been piloted in a school for 12 weeks in Banbridge High School.
I'm Mark Parker and I'm one of the senior leaders in school and the head of PE. But as well as that, then I'm the go-to lead for Coaching Boys into Men within sort of introducing the new pilot in the school. So many of our students aren't having these conversations within their own home environment, particularly around some of the sensitive areas to do with sexualised language and consent.
So before the course, not really, I haven't really spoke about these kind of topics like consent and stuff like that. But
I just ignored it really.
So as a Coaching Boys community advocate, my role is to deliver the training to predominantly male coaches or teachers, and then they go and deliver the training to their students and sports players.
Well, a safe environment's key for the boys to feel comfortable because you want the boys to come in and be relaxed automatically. And to do that, I've been having a bit of fun with them, having a bit of light conversation, and then let's get down to business. Let's talk about the real stuff, and just letting them have opportunity of talking and really expressing what's on their minds or what we're talking about in the topic, to bring again that bit of conversation out of everybody and the best out of them.
For male role models, it's probably easier for me to open up because I am a male, so it's just easier to talk to them and just easy to open up to them.
Yeah, it was very important to me to have them because it showed me what they've been through, and they're also been experienced, so they know what they're talking about, and it's not just some kid who might be telling me something wrong.
Well, I think it's great to having these conversations with the boys and the teachers in the school environment, that we can express our feelings about coaching boys and the men, and that you don't need to feel embarrassed about any of these topics.
For this reason, it's been vital then that the boys felt that it was an open trust, it was non-judgmental, and they could really be themselves and they weren't going to be called out on it. I suppose for that reason, it took time to break down the barriers, and I suppose the way the programme is set up, it starts with quite easy areas to develop and get them talking, and they grow in confidence as the weeks goes on.
I suppose whenever you look at the pyramid of violence, at the earlier level, the bottom level is the locker room banter, and then it goes up to the more serious forms of violence. So it's really important to address these issues now and at a much earlier stage in life.
So as one of the facilitators, I suppose there were certain areas that were new or slightly more difficult to me, and that was the one on digital respect. I'm not massively into technology, and I suppose that's the more current one for our young people.
Cyberbullying, like someone sends something online, people don't really know who it is, so people just say it more and just keep on going because people think there's no consequences behind it.
And I suppose other areas really, one in particular, was to do with I suppose topics that wouldn't have come up in previous times, certainly in school setting, and it was to do with things like, aggressive rape play. And that was an opportunity to stop it and then develop that conversation more, particularly around things like, how prevalent porn is for young boys and how that really is starting to skew some of their outlooks.
I think it was the statistics that surprised me, that 95% of women in Northern Ireland don't feel safe around men.
Northern Ireland has the highest rate of femicide in Europe. They're on the same level as Romania, who has a population of 20 million in comparison to Northern Ireland's 1.9 million. So that statistic is huge, and we need to start having those conversations. So coaching boys into men fits into the Northern Ireland End Violence Against Women and Girls strategy by meeting a number of their objectives in prevention and education. It's not just focusing on violence against women or respectful attitudes towards women, but also respect towards themselves and building in emotional and resilience skills. And I think that's what makes coaching boys stand out more, because it covers so much more than just the violence and the disrespectful attitudes, but it helps young men respect themselves and value themselves and be authentic and be vulnerable.
That was kind of like the underpin of getting the conversation rolling. And I suppose a bit of it has been like shock. What we're allowed to like talk like this now, or talk about proper like things that are happening, and then looking at anger and different topics like that there. That has been probably one of the standout things of like getting the shackles off them and being like, this again is your room. Let's have honest conversation. Let's say what's actually talking, what everybody's talking about. Let's talk about it.
Talking about them was like open up more, like kind of got it off my shoulders, felt good. Like at the same time, like anger, how to deal with it, like consent and stuff like that.
I think it's very important to have those conversations, so if there's an issue it can be sussed out and it's not growing, and then it gets into a very angry relationship that develops, and it's just not very great.
So allowing time each week within these groups to talk about really powerful subject matter has been ideal for us. We're really passing this on to our young people, and the message really coming through all the groups is, look, we're all male here. If we don't call it out now, we're then complicit in the problem.
Before the program, I didn't really handle it because I didn't really know what to do, so I just let it go. But now after the program, I try to intervene the problem and try to stop it before it escalates more.
So the pilot with Ballinbridge High School has been just a complete success. I'm really happy and pleased with the outcome. The students have been really receptive, they've been open, they've been having those conversations and really encouraging each other to speak about things. The staff, they've been just great as well.
I really believe in it. I think it's great to get honest conversation going, breaking the stigma of some things, of what's not maybe normally talked about, and taking that forward, because what it does is it bases like a nearly foundation of honest conversation to go forward and process things, but process that with safe people that really genuinely care and are there for their best interests.
Coaching boys into men is fitted into the school curriculum, from trying to provide opportunities for our young men to develop and be ready for the next stage of life in terms of fitting into their communities, being well-rounded adults, and not creating the ongoing problems that we're having with violence against women, most of the time being related to men.
Probably not yet, but I hope to be like a role model for anybody that needs to like kind of realize what they're doing wrong. If I could go to tell someone that they're doing this wrong, or just point out to them, maybe they'll look up to me and think, right, okay, I might just have to look out to do this right next time.
Definitely, like if I see maybe like younger ones, first years, just messing about, they're being mean to women, just say, that's wrong, like you shouldn't be at that, and tell them to stop.
Gender equality to me looks like equal rights, like how to treat others, like other genders, and like shouldn't be like one gender's more than the other, So
Ballinbridge High School has been the first to pilot this in Northern Ireland, and I would recommend it to absolutely any school or sports club, anybody to get involved. I know it's been received really well from our pupils.
So I see Coaching Boys into Men being like a foundation, and building upon that foundation for that young men know that they have a place to express their voice, their challenges.
Future of Coaching Boys into Men, I feel really positive about it and very excited about where it's going to go in Northern Ireland. I think Northern Ireland has a great potential for it to be successful here, and it doesn't end there. It's applicable in all sorts of settings, and the next place is a sports club in Belfast.
If you or someone you know has been affected by violence, help is available from the following organisations: